Well, hello and welcome to the DC United Kingdom podcast. I hope you're joining us live because this is season 2, episode 25, and it is the end of season show. This is the last one of 2020, and to put it lightly, it's been one heck of a year, hasn't it, Claudia? Hello to the show.
Hi, everyone. It has been a crazy 2020. It's definitely not what we expected. Coming into this year, do you know how excited we were? How excited everyone was? 25th year of MLS, all these plans, huge kit reveal in New York. Like, that's kind of what kicked off the year.
Yes. Memories.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I mean, that kit reveal was a heck of a show.
It was. And, we had our videographer and our creative team put together a huge kit reveal on the DC United end as well. So historical. We got so many legends in different locations in DC. We thought this year was going to go amazing.
I mean, I would be wearing the 2020 jersey right now, but if you've seen Twitter, you'll know it didn't arrive. Instead, I got a Georgetown Hoyas Bulldogs t-shirt. But good news. Same city. They didn't get the right size shirt sent either. That was a large rather than an extra large, which is what I am. That was a bit annoying. And but a new one is on its way, and it should be with me by the end of 2020. So fingers crossed, it'll be here. But this one, nice little eBay purchase.
I was about to say, you still got a pretty good jersey on, though, for the show.
15 whole pounds, which is...
I don't know the conversion rate.
It's about $18, $19.
18, 19, like US dollars?
US dollars, yeah.
You're going to have to send me the link.
It was pretty good. I'm on the lookout for any eBay bargains for DC United stuff. So if you see any, drop them my way. So, as I said, this is the end of season show. And as we've already gone, there's been quite a few laws, obviously, with the whole COVID pandemic. But we've had some highlights of the year. We've had things like the MLS is back tournament. That was pretty sweet how that was organized, and it was fantastically run. You were down there in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. Was it a highlight for you, or is there something else that sticks out in your head, Claudia?
It was. So for as crazy as 2020 was, I think that there was still some really good moments. I think that we were still able to play a good amount of games, especially when the restart of the season happened back in August. But the bubble is definitely one of my favorites. It was just for a month, you are just kind of disconnected with society. You're in your own just little bubble, just you're seeing all your MLS friends from different teams. Of course, you got to talk to each other from the other side of the hotel, but just give them away. There was pools. They had fun activities. You're literally just there the guys are just there to practice, eat, have games, sleep, and then just do it all over again for 3 or 4 weeks. It was one of my favorite parts of the year.
Yeah. And there was I remember some clips about some table tennis tournaments going down there as well.
There was. I think we've talked about it. I think I've said it as many times as I can. FIFA, table tennis champ.
Yeah.
King. I think there was a couple rounds. It was 20 full minutes of people just trying to beat him, just going through cycles and cycles. No one could beat him. Finally, Felipe got him. I think people was a little salty, but he hit it well. It was good. And of course, there's FIFA tournaments because, you got all the homegrowns on the sticks the entire time. It would be there were a couple doors down from me, and I would just, it was 2 doors down. So of course I could hear every time they were in there. So I just pop my head and see who's winning. Of course, it was always Kevin up by 10 goals or something.
I remember him saying that he absolutely trounced someone 10-0, and he wouldn't tell me who it was.
I can't tell you who it is either, but I know who it is. It's pretty good.
Oh, bless! I need to have a game with him because
you do.
If you watched back on the episode, I think it was episode 14 this year.
Mm-hmm.
I revealed I was number 2 in the UK at one point.
Were you really?
Yes. I was pretty good back in the day. I mean, granted, it was 2006, so it was a few years ago.
A little bit.
But that is a little claim to fame that I was number 2 in the UK and I was in the top 5 in the world.
That is cool.
Nowadays, as one of the lads I know is watching right now because he's dropped a comment in the live chat, Andy McBride. We played some games the other night and I've gone down the hill a little bit because he did beat me, and I was not happy about that. I'm going to blame the lag that happened because there was a bit. He will, if he puts in the chat there, he will admit there was a bit of lag. But we have had Andy McBride saying good evening, and he has put Bruce in there. That is an inside job nickname for me. And Stu Cotton as well, who is also a good friend of mine and of the show. He can't believe that I'm not wearing the right jersey. I can't believe it either, Stu. But
at least we got a DC United jersey. Like, as long as you're not wearing another team, because then I would have had an accidental lag on the computer.
Yes.
Make it here. So you got the DC jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't wear another MLS top. That would never happen. If it was my UK team, I think I would allow it. I think that would be allowed.
That would be okay. That would be okay.
I mean, I'll just have to get Moreno put on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Because, he played for the Borough.
Yes.
So, anyway, so highlights have been good. There has been some lowlights, obviously, the pandemic and everything that's happened over in America this year. Hasn't been great, but, we're not going to gloss over that because we're all about the good stuff. And earlier this month, was it this month? Back in the last month, I sent out a little email to all the DCUK members to ask for their choices in the end of season awards. So we can now reveal some winners. So first up is the Goalkeeper Awards. This keeper is, I probably want to say, pretty much synonymous with DC United. Claudia, who was Goalkeeper of the Year?
Of course, a guy that's been with DC for a long, long time, Bill Hamid.
Indeed. Congratulations, Bill Hamid. I mean, it was close. I will give him that. It was close between him and Chris Seitz because, Chris Seitz had a good spell in goal, kept a few clean sheets through the year, and he played really well. So I think a little shout out for Chris as well. I think he
stepped up when the team needed him. He did very, very well. I really enjoy having him on the team, and off the field too. He is a great guy. A great guy to have on the team.
He's a huge family man. From
kids?
What I can see. He's got a massive family.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how him and his wife do it, but to have 5 kids, to be a player, I don't know how he does it, but he does it very well.
Yeah, he does indeed. I mean, Andy's just gone, be like Bill. Absolutely be like Bill. That's 100% accurate. And Stu, again, is coming up with a forfeit challenge. I'm guessing this is related to FIFA. I'm definitely getting you into a New Jersey kit next season. No.
We're that.
That's harsh.
We're going to have to cut you off.
Yeah, Stu, sorry. You're going to have to say bye-bye. I'm not happy about that. Next award is a great one. There's obviously been many defenders through the year, through the season. Many players deserving of this award, but there is one big person. I think that gives it away a little bit. Claudia, can you reveal who Defender of the Year 2020 is? One
of the many Terps on DC United, Donovan Pines.
Yes.
He
has had a fantastic year since he's come back into the side. Obviously, it was through injury, but he took his opportunity massively, and I don't think he's going to look back. I think he's going to be a future starter in 2021.
Definitely a season to be proud of for Donovan. He did very, very well. I mean, he's such a big guy. Yeah. How do you go up against a guy like that?
Exactly. I mean, I could. I mean, I'm 6'10", so.
Okay, maybe you, but.
I mean, I'd be all right. I remember when he was on and I told him how tall I was, his face was absolutely brilliant. It was such a picture. Just the jaw just went, oh my.
You can tell when you're sitting.
I know, it's so difficult. And then he got me to stand up, and it's like, how are you going to tell? How are you going to tell that I'm 6'10"?
Over the screen.
Oh, bless him. But yeah, he's had a fantastic year. He scored his first goals for the club as well, finally, without it being ruled out. That was the key thing. And then it was his last goal in his celebration where he just stood there and was like, yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. He had two this year, right? Back-to-back goals?
I think he's got a third, didn't he? I think he's got 3 in total.
Maybe he did.
He did score in back-to-back games.
Back-to-back games, and then I think there was a break in a different game, and then he scored again. Yeah, so big. I mean, he came up big on the offense and defense, which I love.
He did indeed. I think when he scored the back-to-back goals, he was the first player since Fred Brion at the start of the season to score back-to-back goals.
Yes.
So, again, Andy and Stu loving the comments. Stu's just gone pints for president. Amazing season, really stood out, always made his mark in every game. Absolutely 100%. You knew he was there. For his size, he's a quick bloke. He's quick. He
is. He is very quick.
Yeah.
Very quick.
And then Andy, Pine Tree, would take him in the Manchester United defence.
I love it.
I mean, to be honest, anything's going to improve the Man United defence right now. Why do they keep a clean sheet against Man City? I'm going to leave it there.
Not going to start any hot takes here.
Here's a question for you before we move on to some more awards.
Uh-oh.
Who do you follow in the UK?
Oh, see, I don't really follow too many teams.
No?
I hope people don't come after me for that. I don't have a specific team.
No?
I'll just watch if I happen to be on watching TV at the time and there's a game, but I don't follow anyone specific.
Yeah, just don't follow Man United. No one wants to be a Man United supporter. I mean, you just look at the people of Manchester, they support Man City. Oh, that's a hot take, right?
You're really trying to start some arguments in the comments here.
Oh, Stu's just gone, would take R2-D2 in the Man United defence. Brilliant. I mean, both of them are Man United. I think Stu's a Man United fan. I'm sorry if you're not. I'm pretty sure you are. Right, let's move on to Midfielder of the Year. This guy, he's been a big addition to the family.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a nice little clue into that because, we'll take his personal life into account on that one as well. Claudia, who is Midfielder of the Year?
Julian Grassel, the new German on the team this year, came from Atlanta United. He's been a good addition to the team this year.
He's been fantastic. I mean, I hope he's all right with me saying it. I think it took a little bit of time for him to bed in. I mean, granted, it would have taken anyone a long time to bed in with what's happened this year. Yeah. But towards the end, I think he really came into his own. And some of the crosses he was putting in and some of the passes he was playing, he was just absolutely fantastic. And I think 2020, he can look back proudly on that.
Yeah, I loved the connection between him and Russell.
Yeah.
Both of Russ's goals, the assists came from Julian. So you have to love that little German connection that they had going on this year.
Absolutely, yeah. I forgot that Russell played in Germany as well, didn't he?
They actually speak a little German to each other.
Did they?
Yeah, I did. Oh. I knew Russell had played in Germany, but it just didn't cross my mind that he could speak it. So I forget where we were going, but one of the last away games, I heard German coming out of Russ's mouth. I was like, hold on. He's like, yeah, I speak it. He said that they speak it a little bit on the field so they can kind of talk to each other. So I thought that was really cool and interesting.
That is very cool because I'm guessing there's not going to be many German speakers in MLS.
So it helps.
We can use that to our advantage. So next one is Forward of the Year. Again, another new addition to the team. I think he did really well with the short amount of time he had in the season. He made an instant impact in the first game, almost got a debut goal. Claudia, who is the forward of 2020?
Forward is Helman Rivas, who joined, in September? August, September?
Yep.
So 3 months with the team?
And I think that says a lot about how much of an impact he made with the fans. The fact that he's been here just such a short time, yet he's won that award.
I think he did very well. He was a guy that I always bring up just like off the field stuff because there's so much that like not everyone sees, but that is a guy that everyone on the team took to. Like he's a big guy. If I was going up against him, I would be scared. I don't want to curse, but I would be super scared. I was going, you guys didn't know what the word was going to be after that. But then off the field, just like this bright, happy personality, always joking around with just everyone joking with him. Of course, him and Kevin Paredes with like that great connection that they had from the very beginning that I just always bring up. Like that is a guy that I really like having on the team. I think he was a really good addition.
Yeah, and that I just remember that game. I think I'm trying to remember who it was against, but I just remember the corner coming in and that full volley.
What game was that? I think that might have been versus the Red Bulls.
Yes, it was the Red Bulls. That was one heck of I mean, it was a great save.
Yeah.
Credit due for that. But what a start to his DC United career that would have been. Yeah. But I think he played the road game against Atlanta. I think he had a very, very good game in that as well.
Oh my God, that was such a good goal. I was so happy for him. I was taking video of that, and I just I wanted to scream so much, but I was like, no. Like, you got the camera in your hand. Just film and celebrate afterwards. But that was such a good game for him. And I loved that Kevin was the one that had the assist for his goal. Game-winning goal.
First assist for Kevin in MLS, and was that Hellman's first goal for us as well?
It was.
A game of firsts. What can you say? Next one is Unsung Hero. The winner I'm a little bit surprised by because it's usually the one who's doing the chat normally, but I'm not going to argue with it because it's one of my favorites. Unsung Hero of the Year, Claudia. Who is it?
Unsung Hero is none other than Bill Hamid.
I mean, what can you say? Bill taking home 2 awards already. He was off the field. I think that's where it's coming from because he did a heck of a lot off the field, and you've got to praise that, haven't you?
Yeah, you have to with everything that's going on. I mean, like these guys are everyone during this year just dealing with so much going on in their work life, personal life, everything. So, Bill was one of those people that stepped up in everything that was going on in the world. He voiced his opinions, and you need that from players. You need players who care about the team, but who also care about their community and everything that's just going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something you don't generally see from Bill is media attention on him. Unless he's making a bold statement about who should be number 1 keeper in the US men's national team. I mean, that was a great quote from the start of 2019. I love that. But he's usually nowhere in front of the camera. He's usually doing his own thing. And the fact that he's been in front, voicing the right opinions, I'm very happy that he's got that award. Next one is the young MVP. So, best of the young bunch. And I think we've already spoken about him so far this evening. Very deserving of this award. King of FIFA. Claudia, confirm who that is.
Oh, that says it all. It is Kevin Paredes, the 17-year-old. I think he's 17 now.
17. Oh, he's too young.
I told him he makes me feel old, and I'm only 25.
Now I feel really old.
Oh. Forget I said that.
I've just been called old on my own show. Oh dear. We might have to cut that out. No. So he's definitely brilliant. I can't argue with the year he's had. I mean, he did pick up, I think it was a hamstring injury during the tail end after the MLS's back tournament. But wow, what an impact from such a young guy. Again, this was a close running award between him and Moses Nyman, who was named in the top 50 young players in the Guardian newspaper over here, which is a huge thing. He was the only American to be named in that. But Kevin, he takes it home for getting that first assist, for Hellman's first goal, and the impact and the content that he kind of creates on social media as well, because he's always on his Instagram.
Always on Insta, always working his way into video somehow, always stepping in front of the camera, making sure that the camera gets him. But it's like all the young guys, like just love absolutely all of them. Moses and Griffin as well, like all of them have their own personalities, but that all just mesh so well, and all of them did so well. That is like part of my highlight this year, I think, is getting to see those three. I think Griffin scored twice this year, once or twice.
Yes.
So
he scored against Toronto. I remember that goal because he came in, cut inside, and scored from his weak foot, if I remember rightly.
Yes. So that was one. I think he scored, for some reason, I think he scored another one. Maybe I'm going crazy. I think he scored one on the road.
That does ring a bell. I'm just going to have a quick...
I don't know why. See, we've been out of the season.
I was going to say, our season finished back in early November, I think it was.
So it's been about a month. I don't know why Griffin scored.
Let's have a little look. Griffin Yao, 2020.
An away goal?
Oh, it makes me still feel old because he's only 18, bless him. Yes, he did score 2 goals this season.
Okay.
I'm just going to see if I can find out who that was against. Nope, that's clubs in MLS. That's not going to work. Talk amongst yourselves out there. Whilst we're just looking up Griffin Yao stats, unless you find it before us, feel free to drop it in the chat. Beautiful stats. Here we go. I mean, Stu's already said, what about Estonian Messi? Love that. I mean, to be fair, Sorga, he's known for one thing on this show, and he's yet to have appeared.
Oh, no.
Goal. So, he scored against Toronto and the New England Revolution.
Was that home or away?
That was away.
That was away?
Yeah, and the Toronto was at Audi.
Home. Okay. So I'm not crazy. Thank you for showing me.
That's all right. I've got to double check these things, I've got to get the stats right. Right. Now let's go back into some lovely, lovely awards because, Kevin, congratulations on the young MVP. But we're going on to the MVP. So everyone was available to win this award. There was only one person who was going to win it this year for the whole fact that he's had such a huge impact. He is one of our own. Claudia, reveal the MVP for 2020.
MVP, our defender of the year as well, Donovan Pine.
Boom. Yes, Donovan. Picking up his second award like Bill, but the bigger award. he can show that to Bill and it's like, yeah, better than you, mate. Better. Donovan. I mean, the fact that you've got this one, I'm super proud that he has won the MVP. He was my MVP for this year as well. Absolutely fantastic. Getting goals. I think he was joint top scorer. I think he was.
With 2, we said he had 3 goals.
He did. I think he might have.
I think, didn't Ola get 4?
Ooh, he might have done. We're going to look at some stats again.
Next time we're going to have the stats pulled up. So we
we probably should. Well, I know Donovan, we know he definitely got 3. Oh, hey. Anyone out there, feel free to drop it in the chat.
Ola 4.
Did he? Oh.
Yes, I've got my stats on this half of the screen.
I mean, to be fair, for a defender, getting 3 goals in the season, when he didn't play in all the games, That's pretty good. Now he's just got to aim for 4 next year. And maybe he's get 3 goals in 3 games and make me do a handstand like I promised him if he was going to do it.
3, but it had to be 3.
3 in a row. That's what it was.
Mm.
But I think the 3rd game was Atlanta, and I could just see him going for a corner, and I was like, oh no.
He's going to make
this
me
is
do
going to
it.
happen.
So close. He just had that one game in between.
Yeah.
Which, yes, he almost got it too.
He did. I was ready to get the phone out, get it stood up, get ready, and then just, I've never done a handstand before.
So why did you make that promise? You couldn't find something just like a little bit easier.
Oh, well, it would have been entertaining and a bit odd to see. I mean, my feet would genuinely be touching the ceiling. Who wouldn't want to see that?
I need you to like make an easier bet. Like if you score 1 goal, I'll do a handstand because I would love to see this.
Well, we'll see what 2021 brings.
There you go.
There might be a little cheeky bet on there where I might do some handstands. You never know.
I love it.
You never know. Right, here we go. Let's go back to the awards. So, podcast highlights. This wasn't out to the DCUK members. It was something that I wanted to bring up because out of all the things that have happened in 2020, this year for me has been absolutely phenomenal. I've hit the 50 episodes. It's been fantastic to do. The podcast, thanks to you guys out there who are listening, we've grown 50% year on year, which is phenomenal. Beyond my wildest dreams. But there was some moments through the year, and I wanted to show you guys the one clip that is my highlight. So let's just check that out very quickly. Okay. Now, this is a bit of a controversial subject. Okay. Who's got the worst taste in fashion?
Oh, Eric Sorga. I think he probably had mentioned, everyone mentioned him.
Yeah, no, Julian mentioned Sorga.
I don't need any second to think about it. I was waiting for that question.
Yes, it was the Felipe moments when he answered the great old question of who's got the worst fashion sense. As you can tell by that reaction that I get, I mean, it knocked me for 6. It was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It was just absolutely something else. And what can I say? It truly was my moments of this year. Now, Claudia, there is one more award which I've not told you about.
You have not. I knew about everything else, but this one,
yes,
I've been kept in the dark.
This one is the Podcast Guest of the Year award. And there was a reason why I asked you one. Is because you were voted Podcast Guest of the Year.
Hey, my celebration dance in my room. This is why people don't take me out anywhere with them.
Oh, that's brilliant. How does that feel?
I love it. I think, wasn't that my first podcast? I think I told you that was the first pod. Yeah.
Yeah.
My first podcast ever.
There you go. Natural.
This is going in my Twitter bio.
Epic.
I love it. It's on my resume, LinkedIn, everything. Podcast Guest of the Year.
There you go. So there was obviously plenty of votes coming in, but yes, you took it home, and well worth it because you were absolutely fantastic and an absolute amazing guest. And thank you so much for coming back on.
Thank you for having me. Always. It's always good to just talk. It's so it's natural. It's just fun. It's easygoing. Like I told you before, and now everyone's hearing it. I was nervous because just guys live doing stuff live is so nerve-wracking. But when you got a good host, when you have a good host like you, it's easy going.
I mean, you do live all the time though. So why would you be nervous?
That's true. Guys, it's been a while. It's been like a month since it's anything. So, but it's like riding a bicycle, right? You get back on and you're good to go.
Exactly. It's it's come to the end of the show. That is all we've got. Well, I would say we've got time for, but you know, I've got all the time in the world right now. Obviously, the standard end of show stuff. Thank you to Claudia for coming on and announcing the winners and being podcast guest of the year 2020. Thank you to you guys for watching this year, listening this year. Let's see what 2021 brings, because I want to make this show even better. Thank you to the show sponsors for 2020, which has been the MLS UK show, who have recently won the International Podcast Silver Award at the UK Podcast Awards. Fantastic. So congratulations to Elliot and Henry. So go and check those guys out. You'll see a link in the description below. And then that's pretty much it. So thank you for 2020. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Claudia, for your second appearance of 2020. Hopefully we'll have a few more in 2021.
Heck yeah.
And until next time, Vamos United.